then you want to put these in horizontal, because what you really want the effect to look like is that they are holding this wound together. So I'm just kind of laying it directly inside of the wax, and the wax is going to hold it together. So now she has 2 safety pins in her head, and if you really want them to stay at the perfect angle, what you're going to want to do, of course, is make sure you put a little spirit gum. So next what I'm going to do is take my favorite stuff, is this blood, and just kind of fill in inside of it where it's still dripping, okay? And then to kind of give it that she was beat up, you can take your stipple sponge and you can kind of drag the blood around a little bit to make it look like it was spread out there too. Okay? So she's like really messed up today, okay? Like you guys have no idea. No. And this is really cool. If you put it on the bridge of the nose, you can do the entire neckline like that. It still, to me, looks really awesome. It really does. Okay, so this is just about dry. I'm ready to work on her neck. And what I'm going to do first, before I do anything else, is powder it. Because I want to make sure that I'm taking away the tackiness to work on, so that I can put some makeup on it. So again, what I'm going to do is start off by putting the darkest part in the center. So I'm going to use my bruise wheel, mix these colors, and fill in the middle of it with the darkest colors. So if you can turn a little bit more towards me. So I'm filling in the darkest colors with it. Okay, so now that I put the darkest color in the inside, again, I'm going to use either a makeup wedge, or you can use a bigger brush to go in and actually apply base color to the top of your slit throat. You want to cover up, you want to definitely cover up your cotton. You don't want it to look. Now, one of the fastest ways to do this is by using a flesh tone first, and then it'll be easier. You'll have minimal makeup application right after. But because I didn't have any flesh colored liquid latex, I had to improvise. Turn a little bit more towards me. And now I'm just covering it up with this red here, and I want it to look irritated and gross. And you do want to cover it up as much as possible. Again, I'm going to go outside with my fingers to create the bruising effect that comes after it. Right on the bottoms. And then I have like a special surprise for you guys with this one. So excited.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Now there's a reason that, and you can use your regular face paint with this. The reason I'm not in this particular instance is because of the special surprise. And you'll see why. But we're going to be spraying it with water. And if I was to use my my regular makeup, what would end up happening when I sprayed it with water is it would run. So that's not the effect I'm looking for. I'm just going to make sure I'm covering this as much as possible, because you really don't want the white cotton to be really noticeable. So now that I have her initial slit, if you have some glycerin, it is so awesome to just rub some glycerin right in the middle of it, because what that does is it makes it sparkle. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of place them inside of little pockets in her slit. Okay? So I'm just going to kind of place them there. Or you can stick them with the liquid latex. My fingers are kind of gunked up right now. But the best time to stick them in there is when it's still drying. So I'm going to have to put just a little tiny bit of liquid latex on it to make it kind of stick in there. So you'll just take, and this is just, you know, for a dramatic effect more than anything else. I'm sticking those in there. And then I'll just do a few. Stick it there. Put one more. She's been such a good sport. I can't wait to show her in the mirror. I'm just dying to show her how fantastic this is gonna look. So then, of course, I'm going to powder it, and I probably should have powdered it before I put the Alka-Seltzer in. The next thing I'm gonna do is fill this up with blood, because she has like a really bloody slit throat. No, it's not gross. It's awesome.
When did you put the water?
Next.
On top of the blood you can put the water?
Yep. So now what I'm doing is just filling in her slit throat. And remember, when you slit someone's throat,
it looks alive.
Yeah. So
it's like moving in her neck.
It is. It's really disgusting. Okay. So I'm filling it in as much as possible to make this look really just, it's gross. I mean, she's gross. That's all there is to it. I mean, in a good way.
I don't like this better.
She is magically gross. Okay?
I don't like this. You know that.
You see how it's like kind of leaking?
Ew!
And you can use squirt blood, and I mean, there's just so much funness that you can do with it. So then what I'm going to do is just stick a little bit more of my Alka-Seltzers back in there, and so that they can, and then for that kind of finished effect, let's see if this is going to stay. I mean, I wish I would have put it on with some, and it's dripping. I love it. Like this whole effect of her kind of just dripping and falling out of her neck, because you have to like play along. You have to go, exactly.
See that again.
Yeah. So then finishing, so for like the finishing touch, I just added those Alka-Seltzers, and when you, I don't know if you can see it, if you get a close up, but they start sizzling and it starts fuzzing and it looks so cool. And I mean, this is so great if you're doing a haunted house. So I have to show her because she hates this so much, and I looked in the mirror and I can't believe how disgusting she looks, but I love her, so I want her to see it. Okay, are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
I don't know if I want to see it or not.
Okay,